What's up everybody, this is Danny. Today I'm going to be unboxing the OnePlus One and give you my first impressions of this device. Now remember when this thing was first announced, everybody was scrambling to buy it, and then they realized that you had to either smash the device or get an invite to get one. Now you may have seen some videos on this device because the first 100 contest winners actually had this device, but this is the first time that we were able to purchase the actual retail version of the OnePlus One. So unfortunately it's still on an invite system only right now, but hopefully that will change in the future. The groundbreaking part of this phone is that the 16GB white model is only $299 and the sandstone black 64GB model is only $349. With no sacrifices in specs, OnePlus calls this the flagship killer. Now, as you may have noticed, this is some incredible simplistic packaging, which I really like. So let's go ahead and take this phone out. Here is the sandstone black version, and we'll definitely take a look at this phone in just a minute. Let's go ahead and put that to the side. Open the box, and you will see this amazing looking SIM tool. I like it a lot. It's actually bigger than most SIM tools are, but it comes in this nice little rubber pouch that you can actually put on your key. So very nice touch there. Next up is the micro USB to USB cord, but this also has some flair to it as well. It's got a built-in tie right there so you can keep your cable nice and neat if you're going to travel with it. And if you look, there's also some cool gold connectors on the end here. Now this really doesn't do anything for functionality, but it just looks cool. So I love the red cord and it's tangle free, and I also love the way that they put the OnePlus logo there. So definitely some really nice finishing touches on their accessories. That's pretty much it for the official box, but they also came with a smaller side box, and that houses the actual power brick. And the power brick, there's nothing really special about that as well. It looks just like any other power brick out there, but it also has that OnePlus logo. That's a very nice touch, and the packaging is incredibly nice for something that's only $299. I did not expect that at all. Let's remove the plastic from the front. And on the back, you will see that sandstone black texture. We'll go over that later on in this video, but for right now, let's go ahead and take a quick hardware tour of the OnePlus One. On the left, you will see the SIM tray and the volume rocker switch. And on the bottom, you will see the dual stereo speakers, the micro USB port, and the primary microphone. On the opposite side, you will see the power button, and up top, you'll see the 3.5mm headphone jack, also with a noise canceling mic. And on the bottom of the display, you will see 3 capacitive buttons: menu, home, and back. And up top, you will see the front-facing camera, your appropriate sensors, and your earpiece. On the back, you will find a 13-megapixel camera with a dual LED flash, another microphone, and the OnePlus logo. So let's go ahead and boot this thing up for the first time, and while this thing is booting up, let's go over the specs of this flagship killer. Now this is a Snapdragon 801 quad-core processor with 3GB of RAM. It also comes with the Adreno 330 GPU, and it also has 16 gigs or 64GB configurations, but no SD card slot, and it also comes with a 3100 milliamp battery. Now these are flagship specs, so I can't believe that they were able to package all this for only $299. Now that this thing is all fired up, let's go ahead and turn up the brightness of the display so you can see its beautiful 5.5-inch 1080p IPS panel with touch-on lens technology. Now on first impressions, let me tell you, this is a gorgeous panel, and it has some of the best off-axis viewing angles that I've seen in a long time. It's actually very equivalent to the Samsung Galaxy S5, the way it looks on viewing angles. So I will definitely go over the display later on, but let's go ahead and take a look at this phone compared to some other flagships today. Here it is up against the LG G3. As you can see, the bezels are smaller on the G3. But if you look at the thickness here, they are a little bit different. As you can see, the OnePlus One looks thinner for sure, but the OnePlus One is definitely taller than the G3. The G3 is also a little bit wider. Now, here is a great competitor, which is the Oppo Find 7, and basically the Find 7 is what the OnePlus One was built off of when it comes to actual design. They are very similar in size. Actually, it's very hard to tell them apart besides the back material and kind of the way that the camera looks, but really in the end, these two things look exactly the same. There are some minor differences here and there, but it's pretty much the same phone minus the Quad HD display. Now there is the iPhone 5S of course, and it looks so small compared to the OnePlus One, and also the iPhone 5S is showing its age because it's much thicker as well. But of course we have to show the iPhone 5S, right? Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Now that we have done a hardware tour, how does it actually feel in the hand? Now, actual feeling in the hand, I really like it because it's actually a narrow device, but the bad part is it's very tall, so definitely a two-hander for most people, but it feels very solid in the hand. Now, this sandstone black texture, I'm not quite sure about this. It's kind of grippy, but then it's kind of slippery at the same time. It's very hard to explain. You'll definitely have to touch it for yourself, but I'll definitely let you know what my conclusion is in the full review. But like I said here, to be able to get to the notification tray, you're definitely have to do a little scoot action there. It's definitely a tall device, so pretty much a two-hander for most people. Circling back to the display, I wanted to show you a close-up to show you how crisp the text looks, how nice and clear and vibrant this display is, and I think you will love the panel on the OnePlus One. Now the software side, when you fire it up, you will notice it looks much like stock Android, but I think one of the most exciting things about this phone is that it is running CyanogenMod 11S. Some of you that are familiar are definitely celebrating, but for some others, they're like, what is that? Well, the biggest thing about this CyanogenMod platform is it's based off usually the latest version of Android. It's Android 4.2.2 right now, so it's not the latest version, but it's close. But you have so much customization that you can do. You can make your phone look different. Now, you can get other launchers and you can change icons and things like that as well. But with CyanogenMod, everything is built in right there into the settings. And as you can see here, I have a different icon pack and it makes the Android experience a little bit different. And it also does not sacrifice performance whatsoever. It's very smooth and very fluid. When you dive into the settings, there is your launcher settings. You can go into the lock screen and control your lock screen the way you want it, custom lock screen or not. There's themes here with icons, fonts, wallpapers, themes, all that stuff is built in right here. And just to show you, I have the Hexo icon pack right now, but if you wanted to change back to the holo theme, all you have to do is hit that and hit the icons and hit update. And just like that, now you have holo icons right across the board and they look nice as well. So this is a little bit more familiar for some people, so you might like this, but there's going to be a whole bunch of different things that you can do to customize your Android experience on the OnePlus One. From what I know, the OnePlus One is the first phone to be able to enable the on-screen buttons instead of your capacitive buttons, so you can actually choose which button layout that you want. I think that's absolutely brilliant. Every phone that has capacitive buttons should be able to enable the on-screen buttons just in case you like them better. And on the music effects, there's an equalizer for your speaker and your headphones. I know that's available on different platforms, but everything is just there in the settings without any kind of mods. And I really like this platform. I can't wait to use it a little bit more, and I'll definitely let you know in the full review what I think about Cyanogen. That CyanogenMod experience also carries over to the camera, where if you just flick up and down here, you can get to the different modes of the camera, which I think is nice. There's a lot of different modes here. You can see there's slow shutter, there's beauty mode, smart scene, HDR, and auto does just fine. If you go into the settings here, you can pick the size and resolution, which goes all the way up to 13 megapixels on this camera, and you can see the widescreen is 9.7 megapixels, and you can go into the picture quality, which I have at 100%, burst mode, slow shutter speed, focus mode, ISO, exposure, so you have control over that. If you go into the video, this supports 4K video, but this is the first phone that I know of that supports 4K DCI, which is a cinematic 4K, so I'll definitely make a separate video on this, for I shot a ton of this video today. You can also pick your video codec. So there's a lot more things you can pick here than on your normal phone. Audio codec as well, so you can play around with a lot of this, and if you want to see that, you can let me know and I'll do that in the full review. Power shutter, volume zoom, and left-handed gestures, that's pretty cool for left-handed people. So the shutter is extremely fast as well, which I like, so a lot of that is very important on a mobile camera. And you can also get to the video mode with just one touch. To sum it all up, let's just say that this is the Google Camera app on steroids. So many more options here, and let's see how it actually performs. I haven't had much time with this yet, but I'll definitely be shooting a ton of video and a ton of pictures with it. So what do you guys think about the OnePlus One? Is this the phone that you've been waiting for? I mean, at $299 or $349, this is an incredible value, especially with all of the specs that are built into here. It's just too bad that it's so hard to get right now, but by the time that you're watching this video, it could be readily available. I have to admit, after using this for a couple of days, this is probably the best Android value on the market today. I mean, it's got some high-end specs, only for $299 to $349. It's got an awesome 1080p display, a great 13 megapixel camera, 3 gigabytes of RAM, and a 3100 milliamp battery, and fantastic build quality. I mean, this thing on first inspection is definitely a knockout. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know what you want to see in the full review. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at SuperScientific and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.